and it's gastrointestinal safety. So this type of article, review article is a nice thing for you guys to see, because what a review article does is it takes all the current body of scientific knowledge, and so they'll go look at all these other articles, and then they'll summarize what's going on in those articles. And ideally, that's what you all want to be looking for, are review articles. So one way you could do that is you could do it this way, and actually put this in quotes. So then what you're doing is you're looking for those two words right next to each other, and then hit search here. And see, we yanked just that one single article. So that's probably the only Alestra review article that's in this particular database. There's plenty more out there, but that's what we've got access to. And so you can see in this one, it's in Elementary Pharmacology and Therapeutics is the name of the journal. And you're going to find the names of these journals. It'll be pretty obvious that it's a scholarly peer-reviewed journal. It's not going to be in Discover. It's not going to be in Popular Science. It's going to be in something like that one. So, so that's basically what she wants you guys to find. Let me move on to a different one. All right, wrong place. Okay, let's just go here. Okay, so we'll go back to library, go back to databases. I'm just in a different tab. So the other place to go would be to go to the science link. And you can see that we have these science databases listed here. And it's a pretty paltry list, unfortunately. If you did this at a UC, you'd have 60 databases underneath there or something. And then that's something to consider, because like she said, you guys are all transfer students and you're looking at probably going into science careers possibly. We teach a class here called Library 318, another class called Library 325. 318 is a one-unit class. It's going to teach you how to do research kind of in-depth and teach you how to do research the old paper way and all the new electronic ways and everything. And it'll give you a good tour of all of these different databases, because what you're going to find is that each one of these databases is produced by a different company, and so all the interfaces look different and they all work slightly different. So if you learn good information literacy skills while you're here, you'll be able to take those skills and look at any database and figure out how to make it work, and much more efficiently and whatnot, rather than kind of banging around trying to figure out what's going on all the time. So it's worthwhile to try to get a base in information literacy skills here, because when you walk in the door at UC Berkeley or UC Santa Cruz or wherever else you guys might be off to, even the Cal State system, they have like triple or quadruple the number of resources that we have, and therefore that much more variety in how you access them and whatnot. So that's my commercial for trying to get your information research skills up to snuff. And I used to work at the physical sciences engineering library over at UC Davis, and it was at the time when the computers were first just coming in, and we started teaching these sessions, and we'd have juniors and seniors walking in there going, why didn't I do this when I was a freshman? So it's just something to consider, and make sure that you know how to navigate your way around these things, because it's not always totally
user-friendly,
totally intuitive. Okay, so we're looking at vitamin H, biotin maybe. Are you happy? She's all into her vitamin H already. She's on the computer that's not locked down. So another topic. I was going to do your topic, but now I'm not, because you're. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. So anybody want to give me their topic?
Yeah.
Chocolate? Chocolate chemistry. Ooh. All right. Well, this could be a fun one. And this actually might be a really hard one, and kind of will show off how this may or may not be difficult. And so I'm just going to throw the word chemistry in here, and let's just see what happens. So this is a different database, like I said. This is an Elsevier product from Science Direct. So we want to we're searching articles, and this is the search that we're going to try to do. And so we're going to search all fields, because we're going to look for these words in all these different fields here. And see, we're looking in the abstract, the title, and the keywords. And all these other fields too. So let's just leave that alone. And then this particular product doesn't let you do full text searches. Who knows why? It's just the way that the particular interface is set up. So what you have to do here is you can say subscribed journals, and that's going to limit it down to things that we have paid to get full text access to. Okay, and it's really complicated. But anyway, then the other thing you could do is you can limit it to specific journals. These are all the different journals that are covered in this database. Energy, engineering, materials science, neuroscience. These are the titles of the different journals that are in here. You can see there's not that many in here. And then you can go here to review article. So you can limit it to review article right off the bat. And again, because it's chocolate, I'm not going to mess with the time period. But if it was something else, I might. So I'm going to say search, and let's just see what happens. Okay, so we hit things, so that's a good thing. So the question is what did we hit?
Heat-resistant chocolate.
So look at this, heat-resistant chocolate, a review article, trends in food science and technology. Looks like a fun one. But check this out. It says right up here that it's in press and it's an accepted manuscript. So that means that this journal is still in the peer review process, or it's just finished the peer review process, but this journal has not actually come out in paper. It was available online as of 11 February 2011. But this particular paper journal, it's not physically been mailed yet, or whatever the case is. Review of cocoa butter and alternative fats for use in chocolate. Part B, analytical approaches for identification and determination. Review article, food chemistry. Okay, so there's good stuff in here. Anytime you see this green icon, that means that that article is full text and you'd be able to mail it to yourself. Yeah, look at polyphenols in chocolate. Is there a contribution to human health? So if we click on one of these, you can just pop in here and see. So you can go to the PDF of the article. And I'm not sure, let's see if this one. Yeah, and see, it's not happy. I don't know why it did that to me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is it right here. So, yeah, and here. That's print. So this you probably cannot email this PDF. At least, the database provider is not providing you a way to email this particular PDF. So what you might have to do is you can email it the previous page, this page, because here's the email article thing right here. And it might send the PDF attached, or you may have to pull it back up at home and open the PDF and print the PDF at home, or whatever the case might be. Have you guys looked at the structure of a scientific article very much? And talked about that in class? Okay, so here we are again with the abstract. There's usually an introduction, and then, let's see. It depends on the type, and then here's the conclusion. Okay, so this one wasn't an experiment, it's just looking at things. At the end of all these articles, they always have a list of references of all the articles that they looked at to write that article. So typically when you're going to start on a research experiment, you work for some food analysis company or whatever, you're going to go out and go look at the literature, and there'll be papers that'll be like, the paper in the particular field, and then you'll go look at all the stuff that they cited too. So sometimes if you're having trouble finding something exactly that you want, you can go down and look at these citations and then try to go pull those articles up. Again, with our limited resources, that's a hard thing to do because we don't have access necessarily to very many of those journals that are listed in these references. So any questions so far about these two databases? So these are the two that are available to you all here on campus that are probably the most helpful. The other possibility would be